It's our first meditation back this year, and sometimes it can feel like an artificial new beginning. We've just had the winter solstice, so we are 1 week away from the middle of the solar year, as it were, and still feels very wintry. Snowdrops aren't out yet. There's no signs of life in the bushes and the trees. Obviously, the plants are still doing their thing. They're ostensibly dormant, but obviously things are happening. But for us, this designation of a new year feels very much like a feature solely in the Gregorian calendar, and maybe a 1st of March would feel much more New Year-y compared to a 1st of January. But even so, the winter time is always more conducive to introspection, and the holiday period. I've had 2 weeks off work, and we've had 2 weeks off from this meditation group. So it does, even if it's artificial to a certain extent, we have had that opportunity to reflect and setting goals for the new year. I'm sure we've all done it at least once. I don't know anyone that's made New Year's resolutions every year, and I don't know anyone that's never made a small resolution. And usually I'm quite against anything with the vague scent of capitalism or business or efficiency. But my New Year's resolution did follow the format of a SMART target, specific, measurable, attainable, something timely, or whatever the SMART target is. But my target, my goal this year is to have 10 enjoyable bubble baths, and for me that is it's very specific. And I can measure it, and I think taking 10 afternoons over the course of a year to myself for an hour or so, give or take, is very, very realistic. But I don't know if it's something that I've ever done. I've always enjoyed a bath, but I don't know if I've had 10 in a year. If I have, it was at least 20 years ago. But for me, that seems like a good thing to do. Often we can see it as a time to improve ourselves, and that can be quite a burden on us. Especially in the West, we're often encouraged to be fitter, stronger, smarter, kinder, healthier, more of this, more of every quality. And it's not to say that these aren't virtuous qualities, but putting a burden on us. And often these goals have got a negative framework, like I must not, rather than like I could have rephrased my goal as I will not be so, I don't know, self-critical, or I will not, I don't know, or something. But you can always turn whatever goal into flip it into a negative interpretation. I must be more kind to myself, like we weren't being kind to ourselves enough. So if we do decide to have goals, let's try and refrain from absolutes, like I will never drink again, or I will never get angry. Like being angry is something that we can control. We can find positive ways to encourage ourselves to move in a better direction. And it's nice to have these things, and if we can frame it in a way that we look forward to, and it's a celebration, it's an enjoyable thing, it's rather than a negative thing, like I will never, or rather than never, or it's like I will only do this when it's absolutely necessary, or reduce our intake of substances like alcohol or coffee or nicotine or anything. We can reduce them and say, oh, going from every day to only on Friday evenings, or something like that, like moving in the right direction, but something that's enjoyable. So I just wanted to share my goal, and we can always, if we've got any, we can add that to our highlight of the week when we go through those as well. Give each other ideas, and we can have a chat about our feelings around goals and New Year and all that jazz. So yeah, that's enough for me to talk today. So yeah, we can have a chat. Anamodana sadhu, thank you.